Now that we've got this new teaser poster of part 3 by MAPPA, which has been quite controversial in the AOT community, what is the greatest poster of MAPPA's final season? Yo, what's good, it's your boy Dude Reviews, and Attack on Titan the final season part 3 is coming out in 2023. Sometime when? Who knows? But while we prepare for that, it is more than likely we're going to get one more major teaser poster for the final season part 3. As with every edition of the final season by MAPPA, we have gotten 3 different key visual posters, so it got me wondering, what is the all-time greatest poster of MAPPA's final season and what is the absolute worst? This is all my opinion, so you don't have to agree with me, so without further ado, let's just get on with it. At number 12, and the worst poster of MAPPA's final season is the final season part 3 key visual number 1. While I must admit that I was pretty excited and hyped for the final season part 3 when this teaser came out, I must admit that out of all the posters by MAPPA's final season, it really does sort of lack the excitement and energy that the others showcase. It's cool seeing all the main characters that are gonna fight Eren all in the middle of this giant Titan footprint. I do love the sort of foreshadowing it does, but for anime onlys, I won't spoil it for you. It's not an awful poster, it just doesn't really do anything for me. Number 11, the final season part 2 key visual number 2. This shot of Eren staring down at the founding Titan Ymir as she's walking towards him and Zeke in paths. I have always loved the paths tree design. Just the greens, the turquoise, the blues and the whites just all popping and just looks really vibrant. I do remember some people complaining about this poster because Eren's face was a little bit off model. I mean, it's not badly drawn, but I do understand the complaints. Number 10. The final season part 1 Blu-ray volume 2 with Eren and crew. This poster is more or less an exact copy of the volume 1 Blu-ray poster with Reiner and crew. I love how all of Eren's friends are looking towards him and the camera, except for Flock, who's looking in a completely different direction. And I also love how they included 9 characters representing the 9 Titans. I love the sketchy design, just like I love number 9 with Reiner and crew. Again, you see 9 Titan shifters panels at the back of them representing the 9 characters in the poster. Again, same comments like the first one with Eren. That sketchy art design is just beautiful, mate. And I love how it sort of correlates to the opening theme song where there's a lot of greys and whites. Number 8, the final season part 1 key visual number 2. For the first 5 episodes we had a teaser without Eren in, but when Eren came into the fold, MAPPA released an exclusive one with Eren in. I love how all the characters in this poster are looking in different directions, all trying to spot the enemy, but Mikasa's the only one who looks at Eren, and Eren's just looking forward. I love the detail of the blimp in the background, and just the whole composition of it. At number 7 we've got the final season part 1 key visual number 3. This poster pretty much represents episode 6 Warhammer tie and episode 7 Assault, where the scouts are fighting against Marley. Even though it's just a still image, you can feel the energy in this poster. And the composition, my dude, it looks beautiful. I love the Warhammer Titan spear right in the middle, but a little bit slanted with Gabby and Falco running in the center bottom of the frame. At number 6 we have the final season part 3 second key visual poster. The new key visual poster that may or not confirm AOE, anime original ending for Attack on Titan, with the blue eyes of Berserk Eren glaring towards the audience. But this poster was a little bit controversial. A lot of people felt like MAPPA just rushed this poster, slapped it together and called it a day. I disagree with that. I really do like this poster. What a way to make you excited for the final season part 3. This poster pretty much showcases exactly what the final season part 3 is going to be about. Eren's friends charging towards their best friend and try and kill him. While I must admit that I wished MAPPA had adapted the volume 33 key visual from the manga, I do appreciate them making an original poster. I did a whole video talking about this poster, so check it out. Number 5, volume 4 Blu-ray of Paths. When I first saw this poster for the volume 4 of the Blu-ray set for part 2, my dude, I got absolute chills looking at this frightening looking design. You got the Jaeger bomb in his founding Titan form with his ribs just sort of spiking downwards. The backs of Armin and Mikasa turned as they're looking towards their baby boy Eren Jaeger. This poster more or less seems to be based on chapter 134, or was it chapter 133? Can't quite remember, but regardless, what a frightening looking poster. I was surprised they made this for the Blu-ray. This more or less feels like a final season part 3 poster than a final season part 2 Blu-ray cover art. Number 4. The teaser for episode 76 of Eren vs. Reiner. I love the purple, the yellows, the absolute greatness that is those Titan designs. I was kind of surprised it was all CGI and not 2D. MAPPA have skill, mate. At number 3, we've got the final season part 2 key visual. Number 3. What a creative poster, having the main character in the forefront and center and the past tree right behind him, with all the fragments just sort of pouring from his head of all the greatest hits of Attack on Titan seasons 1 to 4. It's a simple yet really impactful poster, mate. Number 2. The very first key visual of the final season part 1. I really love this shot of Reiner just looking up at Eren, beautifully correlating to the very first key visual of Eren looking up at the Colossal Titan. It really does foreshadow that, yeah, the tables are turned and now the good guys that we all loved are not the good boys and girls anymore. Just the building details, the lighting. This poster is pure hype. But coming at number 1 and the greatest key visual from the Attack on Titan final season by MAPPA is the volume 3 key visual poster of Eren, Arm and Mikasa running up that hill. I mean, this key visual poster should have been made for the final season part 3, my dude. I mean, it more or less adapts what happened in chapter 137, dude. The colors, my gosh, this is probably the best designed poster out of all of them. It's just so beautiful to look at. The tree, the grass, the sky, so beautifully detailed, and I love how they designed Eren's design as well. This one poster has so much emotion going on. I can go on and on and on, but I made a separate video talking about it a few months ago, so check it out. But that is the reason why that poster is the best one out of all of them. Or is it? Because with the final season part 3 approaching in 2023, we still have yet to see a trailer. And with a trailer, we're going to get another key visual poster, hopefully. But my list might not be the right list, it's just a list. Tell me, what do you think? What do you think is the best and what do you think is the worst key visual poster of MAPPA's final season? Tell me. Like for more Attack on Titan reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. Boarded Reviews, signing out.